is cute. Hi guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. Excuse the voice. I literally sound like I have such a smoker's cough and I have such a raspy voice because I'm actually sick. I've been sick for about a week and a half now, and it just feels like it's taking so long for me to get better. But I'm trying to rest as much as I can, and I just thought I'd film a makeup routine for you guys today, which has actually been my favorite look so far. And I actually have a super cool technique that I learned, and I'm so excited about because it definitely changes the whole look. But stay tuned and you will find out. So I already washed my face and I moisturized with the Embryolisse Latte Cream Concentrate. Really good, and I let that sit for about 5-10 minutes. Like, honestly, the longer you let it sit, the better. So I let that sit, and then I dampened up my beauty blender, and I will just go ahead and jump into foundation. And I've been using the Dior Backstage, and I use it in the shade 2N, which is, I think, the best color match I've ever had in my whole life. And it's a really buildable foundation, which is awesome. I was kind of skeptical because, like, with certain brands, they have really high reputation for like having designer items, so their makeup kind of, in my mind, kind of lacks. But I tried this foundation and honestly, I love it so much. I usually alternate between the Estee Lauder Double Wear, but this is really mattifying and super full coverage. I like this one more to like give me a full coverage look whenever I'm kind of breaking out, which I kind of am on my forehead, but I don't really feel like having something a little bit too heavy. So this is really nice, very light on the skin. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit on the right cheek and then the left cheek. I try to avoid my nose and under eyes. I just kind of blend it out on the cheek area. And it is very sheer, so it's always good to just add more if needed. Honestly, whenever I get sick, I feel like I just want to be such a couch potato. Like, I literally don't want to do anything at all. I just want to sleep and rest and eat soup and drink warm liquids. Ugh. Honestly. And even when I do go out, I'm always super bundled up, and I don't know, this winter so far has been a little bit rough for me. And oh my god, don't get me started on my lips. Like, I hate to be a complainer, but these lips are cracking so much. Like, do you guys see that? What the hell's going on? It's not even snowing. And I live in Canada. Do you guys ever just do your makeup and instantly feel so much better? Because I feel like I look like a potato, so I want to just do my makeup and just go grab a drink. So after that is on, I will just go in slightly with two different concealers. One of them is the Born This Way by Too Faced, and I use it in the shade Snow. And then the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this one in the shade Vanilla. This is amazing. This blends like a dream. This is more full coverage, so I kind of like to blend the two. I know a lot of people love the Too Faced one, and I do love it. But for some reason, it can be super drying depending on like your skin texture and everything. So that's why I like to blend in the NARS one, because it's a lot more creamy. So it just helps blend it overall. And then my forehead and down my nose. One thing that I really like doing is actually adding the Too Faced one right on my chin, because I feel like it brightens up the face. And then I will go ahead and blend. I'll leave my under eyes last. I'll first blend everything else. And then if you guys see me looking this way, it's because that's where my mirror is. Honestly, if the under eye is not super bright, then what are we doing? What exactly are we doing? I like to go around my nostrils here as well, because they tend to sometimes have a little bit of discoloration, I feel like. And it just looks a lot more clean. once the whole skin tone is all one. And then with the concealer, I like to bring it up as much as I can. Like, shush! And then the chin. And I'm literally that weirdo where no matter what season it is, you will catch me with a cold drink. For some reason, I just cannot, I don't enjoy hot drinks. I literally picked up ice cream like 2 days ago, even though I'm sick. I just went to like the local corner store and I'm like, hey, you know, excuse me, you know, wearing this big puffy jacket and it's freezing cold outside, but I just need my ice cream fix. Do you, boo, do you. Whatever makes you happy. Actually, before I go in with that, I feel like I have this mindset where I can't just use one single product, because if I find 2 products that are equally amazing, I like to blend the 2 for just like an overall 10 out of 10 complexion. So this one here is the Makeup Revolution Eye Bright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer Cream, but I got it in the shade Deep Caramel, which I just use to contour with. With that, I'll also, like, honestly, both products are not necessary, but I'm just extra like that. And then I'll go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation in the color Mink. And then I will just add a little bit in the same spot. Very, very tiny, because it really, really is a super concentrated color. And then I'll go in with the MAC Fix Plus and the, what's that brand called? Honestly, I can't remember the name. It's literally, like, my brain is like a big fog right now, so... This is a super, super popular brand, but the name of the brand is just literally on the tip of my tongue, but I can't recall. I feel like it's gonna come to me, but I'll link it in the description. And then I'll just blend out. So I sprayed the MAC Fix Plus on the brush just to get a little bit wet, just to blend out the product a little bit better. And then I will just blend it, not dragging it down too much. I like to just keep it just right there. I know it probably looks a little bit too harsh, but once it's blended, once the whole look is together, it'll look much more universe. So that is blended. I don't drag it down too much. And then I'll just go in once again, just to make sure there's no creases under my eye. And then I'll go in with a small triangular powder puff. I recently picked this up from Amazon and holy, my life has changed. Where has this been all my life? I used to literally take the same makeup sponge and go into the powders too, but then I feel like it just made the sponge more clumpy. And then this is like, oh, this is a dream. It's my favorite thing. Oh, I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, and I'm using it in the shade 1, which is the lightest, just for a little bit of a brightening effect. This powder is like amazing. It's the finest powder I've actually ever come across, and it just goes into every single crease that you have and just mattifies so nicely without being cakey. So I go in with a really, really thin layer just to set the under eye before I go in with the loose powder. And then I'll go in with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in the shade Pound Cake. And then with the same puff, I just dip it right in. And then I'll just tap off the excess and then just pat a little bit on the back of my hand. And then moving it upwards and going down the nose. And then same thing with the other eye. Lately, I'm all about a super bright under eye and like a glossy lip. I feel like it's just a very refreshed and awake look. And then the glossy lip is like, I'm kind of over the matte lip look for now, but we'll see. It's always good to change things up. And then I just go around my nose because my nose gets super, super oily. And then just a little bit on my eyelid. I like to go over everything just to make sure the product is pressed in. I used to before put the powder on and then swipe it off, but I like this method a lot more. Honestly, with makeup looks, like, it's always good to experiment because you never know what truly is gonna work until you try. So everything's looking balanced, and then I'm gonna go in with my Tweezer Man eyelash curler and just curl my lashes because my lashes are always going downwards. So I live in Canada and it's not snowing, it snowed for like a few days, but then I kind of wish it would snow because we're so close to Christmas. And Christmas doesn't really feel like Christmas unless it's snowing. And then I will go in with my all-time favorite makeup palette, which is Makeup by Mario's Master Palettes. Oh my gosh, this palette is honestly the only palette that I reach for like ever since it came out. And then I'll go in with this shade right here. Just tap and then tap off the excess and just kind of warm up the crease area just to give my eyes a little bit of dimension. And then I'll drag it outwards just a little bit. Nothing too harsh. And then same thing with the other eye. So my eyebrows are actually microbladed on for, I think it's been over a year now. I kind of wish the front here was a little bit more faded, but it's okay. So I'll just go in with the Sephora retractable brow pencil in the shade neutral gray brown. This eyebrow pencil is actually so good. I actually like it a lot more than the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. And then I'll just kind of even out certain patches. Not really darken them up a lot, but just give it more of a uniform look. So we'll go back in with the same Makeup by Mario Master Palette, and then this shade is Severely Loved. I love this shade so much. I'll just go in with a really fine pencil brush and then just dip it right in, flicking it upwards as I would kind of if I was doing a winged liner, but just smoke it out. Just like that. And then same thing with the other eye. And an upwards motion. And don't worry if it looks very long or messy or anything. The more you blend, the nicer it's gonna be. It doesn't have to be precise because it is like a smoky kind of blended messy look. And then I will go in with my favorite mascara, which is by L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. And I usually get the Carbon Black color, but it was sold out and I really needed mascara, so here we are. And I like to really wiggle the brush around just so it gets into every single lash. If I was told that I would get all my makeup products taken away and I can only use one product, I would for sure use mascara, but with the mascara, I definitely need eyelash curler because I feel like it just makes such a big difference. Like, I feel like I just go from sleeping to, hey, I'm awake and I'm ready. What's happening? Where are we going? Where are we at? And that is all for mascara. So I actually went into Sally's Beauty Supply and I saw this huge box of lashes. It's literally called Lashes in a Box. And I don't know, so the style of them are called N27. And I've actually used a lot of pairs of them. I didn't really like how they originally sat on my eyelid. They kind of made my eyelid look very droopy, but I recently discovered this hack, which I'm never ever going back to the old way that I used to apply my lashes. So I would literally take a whole band itself and then I would cut it up into 2 or 3 pieces. So actually, so one of these is actually 2 pieces and then one of them is 3 pieces. They're just stuck together. And then what I will do is I'll actually wait for the mascara to fully dry and then I'll put glue on each lash strip that I cut out, and then I'll actually place it under my lash line. It sounds crazy and I was skeptical and I was a little bit scared to do it when I first discovered this, but it's revolutionary, trust me. When you see it, you'll know. So I'll go in with the Duo Brush On Adhesive, and then I'll just go in with some tweezers. These are from Sephora, and I always get glue on them. So we have 1 piece out of the 2 for my right eye. And it was my first time doing it, so I actually cut 1 piece, one of the lashes into 2 pieces and the other one into 3, just to see which would suit me better and be more comfortable. So I just put the lash glue on the band, and I'll move a little bit closer so you guys can actually see it. I hope I'm actually in the frame. So I'll wait for it to get a little bit tacky, and then I will just go right under the lash line and just hold it for a second. Ta-da! Do you guys see that so far? Like, super natural. And my favorite part about it is actually when you close your eye, you can't see any of the lash band. And then this is the second piece of it. And then once again, applying a really, really thin layer. And then I'll just go right beside the original one, the first piece that I placed. Do you guys see how easy that was? Do you guys see? Like, what the hell? And then I'll just wipe the tweezers and then just clamp the two together. So I have that on. I was actually pleasantly surprised as to how easy this whole thing was. I was super scared when I first tried it, but I'm never going back. What the hell? And then what I like to do once everything's a little bit more dry is I'll just put my finger, I'll look up and I'll put my finger right between my top lashes and my bottom, and then just kind of press and look down. So that way my lashes get lifted. Ta-da! Just like that. So easy. It's easy, it's convenient, it's quicker, it's more appealing on the look, on the final look, and what the hell, it's just like a win-win situation. So this is actually my favorite bronzer. It's by Too Faced. It's the Sweetheart bronzer. It looks just like that, and then I'll take it on this super, super big fluffy brush and just tap into it twice, tap off the excess. My hair is so light, so any product that touches it will definitely show. And I'll just go over the same exact spot that I placed the original cream contour bronzer shade. And then just a little bit on my forehead. My lips! I feel like this is a hard desert. If you guys have any questions about the brushes I'm using, I honestly don't remember at the top of my head, but if you want to know, I'll find out for you. And then going in with this fluffy brush right here, just contouring the nose. Just do it on both sides here, just to slim it a little bit. And then for highlighter, I'll go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. And then I'll just take this brush right here, which is called a tapered highlight brush. A lot of the brushes that I got, I actually got them from the Ipsy bags. I'm not registered for Ipsy anymore because I feel like BoxyCharm is a lot better, but I'm actually not registered for BoxyCharm. I've been wanting to do that though. And I'll just go on my, right above the bronzer. And then once I have all the powders on, then I will go in with the Charlotte Tilbury spray. Because all the powders sometimes tend to look very dull on the face, so this kind of like brings your skin back to like a nice glowy natural finish. And then for lips, I'll go in with the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner Pencil in the shade Los Angeles. And then just draw one single line down. And then I'll go in with the Merit Beauty Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Taupe. She is a cute. This lip oil is so nice, super hydrating, and look at the color. The color payoff is amazing too. Shish! Now I feel like going for a dinner, not a Starbucks. I should actually take myself to the mall and buy myself a gift. But that was actually super quick, and with the new eyelash placement technique, it actually makes everything so much easier and more put together. And just, I cannot say one bad thing, but you have to really, really be careful because you want to avoid getting the lash glue in your eyeball. But it's not horrible if you do. Like, I just pause for a minute, blink a couple times, or maybe just put an eye drop in if you really need to. But I never really had any issues with that. Just make sure you don't go too close to your waterline. But that's basically all. Very kind of neutral. The lashes are not too extremely long. I feel like it's subtle. She's cute. What do you guys think? Do you like it? So that's basically all for today's video. I really hope you guys did enjoy it, and let me know if you guys want to see more get ready with me's or like makeup tutorials or even hair. I'm pretty open and I love sharing what I do with you guys, and that's all for today. Take care guys. Bye.